Let's start our tour of 1941 Woodhaven at the corner of 80th Street and Jamaica Avenue. This terrific picture of that corner, and I want to draw your attention right here. In the background, you can see the marquee for the Haven movie theater, just to give you an idea of where we are on the avenue. And at this corner, you see this building. It's got this nice work up here. You got this beautiful cupola up here and big smokestack. Let's take a look at our wiki to see that location today. These days, this is the home of Boom Boom Discount Electronics. And let's take a look on the Google Maps, the Street View. And this is a great tool for figuring out where an old picture is. You know, some of the old pictures that you get, some of the lot numbers are off a little bit, so you have to do just a tiny little bit of poking around to see. And as always, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You know, when you do a jigsaw puzzle, you start off with the corner pieces. And with this, it's always easier starting off with the corners. This is an easy one to figure out. We're going to take a look at this corner spot here. And let's turn around. And you can see the same building. What's missing up here, you see the big blank space up here. The cupola's gone, the smokestack's gone. Otherwise, the same shape of the building. But here it is today without the cupola and smokestack. And here it is again, 1941. This is the future home of Boom Boom Discount Electronics. Okay, now we're going to move down Jamaica Avenue a bit. And as I do this, you'll see where I ran into some trouble trying to figure things out. The lot numbers don't always match up to today's lot numbers. But what you do is you kind of look up. One of the things I've really come to appreciate and notice is that the buildings is where you can find all your clues. You know, the storefronts always change. The buildings don't, for the most part. And in this case here, we see a storefront, and obviously we kind of have an idea where it is because right there you've got the marquee for the Haven movie theater. And what we see here is we see this building here, a storefront, and I really wish we could see what those stores were. Unfortunately, even the archive images weren't too good. Either they were too bright or they were too dark in some spaces. But in this case here, you have a building. You see this building here, and then you have a lower building that doesn't go all the way up. It's dropped down. It's got a low ceiling, just one floor. It's a ground floor place, and then you have the Haven back there. And this building that's here in the forefront, you can see there's two windows, and then there's a big space and another window. So let's take a look at that location today, and we'll see what's in this spot here where it's dropped down. So now we're on Google Maps, and you can see again here you have the two windows and the space. So this is the location of We Buy, We Sell. And then you have here 80th Street Medical. And again, you see here it dropped down just to one floor, just like it was. And right back here, this is the old Haven movie theater, right here. So again, when you're looking up at the ceiling, that's where you can always find your clues where you are. And I've had to use that a couple of times. And the lot numbers are always handy, but they're not always 100% accurate. Apart from the buildings, another thing that you can always count on are these things right here. I guess you call them the legs, the stanchions or whatever, of the train station, because they don't move either. They're in the same space now that they were in 1941. Okay, and here's our picture of the Haven. And that store, that ground floor store that we saw earlier that is now 80th Street Medical, we can get a better shot of it here. We can see that it appears to have been a barber shop back then. And moving just past the Haven, and it's interesting, you can still get another shot of the Haven's marquee here. You can see it, the words TRI. It's the trial of Mary Dugan, and then you have the words here with Robert Young, and also Pudd'nhead. So they had a little extra here on the marquee, letting people know what was playing. And next to it, you have this building here, which there seems to be two stores in here. One is a window store that sells shades and glass. And you see here, turns out they were also a notary republic. And then next door, there's a store here, and can't really tell what it is, but there is a little indicator right here that says that they sell model toys. So let's take a look at this same location today. Okay, this is the same location today, and you can see that the same problem that the tax photographers were having in 1941 were troubling the Google Maps, the sun. A lot of those photos that are in the archive, the sun is shining in their faces, and it really bleaches out the photographs. Same thing's happening here 70 years later. So here we have the same location, and let's move it down here a little bit. Maybe we can get a better look. This is the building next to the Haven. This is where the window place was. And this is where they were selling the model toys. And again, looking up at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See 12 of these things right next to the Haven, the top here. The windows appear to have changed, but the top has remained the same. Let's go back to the original picture. And here again, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can see it's the same building right next door all these years later. A glass door and model toys. Nice car out in front too.